So how do you feel when you look at this?
Well,
Disgusted. Well, you can see the amount of weeds even growing through it. Nothing can be done with them.
Hey Sue, Spencer Porter here from My Tiny Home Kit Australia.
I didn't think that I would lose, you know, a sum of money measured in the tens of thousands. I just feel smaller.
so where is it? Where's the money? And why haven't we been able to get it back?
Spencer Porter has always seemed destined for big things. At just 15, he made headlines with an app that would collate all your social media accounts into a single feed. The 2015 venture didn't get off the ground, but he attracted publicity for a new app, Locate, soon after, to help people keep tabs on locations like where they parked their car. Spencer made the news again at 19, launching another new business.
Budget telco Move is the latest to slash the price of mobile phone plans.
We start with 5 cents for 1 gigabyte of data.
Then in 2018, he self-published a book based on his late mother's voice recordings.
I am going to donate all of the proceeds to the Peter Mac Foundation.
He moved into real estate in 2020.
Hi, my name's Spencer Porter. I started this real estate agency because I wanted to make a difference. All of the major real estate agencies treated me like dirt.
And in 2022, started My Tiny Home Kit, later advertising he'd sponsor a child through World Vision for every tiny home sold.
Here at My Tiny Home Kit Australia, we have an opportunity like nowhere else.
I did a search on the owner of the company, Spencer Porter, and found, you know, glowing reports, glowing stories that he was going to save the world.
Tiny homes are compact, easy to build, cheaper accommodation. Linda Uren bought hers from Spencer Porter, wanting extra space on her family's shared holiday block.
My brother and I paid him $28,485. I was told it'd be 90 days from the inclusion meeting.
90 days came and went. The tiny home didn't arrive. With alarm bells ringing, Lindy requested a refund.
We were told that they couldn't get them from China anymore and they'll be starting to build them in-house. A year later, after all that, we got delivered a partial frame.
Last month, she gave up on ever receiving her kit.
I had my aha moment that this is just not going to happen, and I pretty much just accepted the fact that I'm not getting a tiny home and went on my journey of finding people.
With few reviews online, Lindy set about finding other unhappy customers.
I would find an angry reaction on a post. I just reach out and ask, did you buy a tiny home? And if so, have you received it?
And how many people did you find?
I've got a list of 90.
We had a phone call from a really nice lady called Lindy, who said you might find this a very strange phone call. But did you buy a tiny home? And I said, yes, we did, but we haven't got it.
Valerie Shannon is the carer for her elderly parents. The tiny home she ordered was supposed to house her son. Her husband Garth, a former policeman, helped with research before they made their purchase.
I basically contacted the local police that covered that particular area and said, oh, could you possibly do me a favour while you're got one of the local cars out patrolling or something and let me know whether this place actually exists. And then I received a call back saying, yes, there's a business property there.
At Spencer's insistence, they paid the total cost, almost $55,000, in December 2022. They expected their kit to arrive by last April, but by August had only received this frame and roof trusses. They've received a partial refund.
The outstanding debt to us is $43,700.
A lot of money.
Nice.
To us, it's everything.
It is. And we don't think we're going to get it back, which is absolutely devastating. He's done a terrible thing to our family, and not just our family, but many, many families.
By the end of last year, unhappy customers had filed complaints with consumer protection watchdogs.
A South Australian agency took Spencer and his business to court, where he was fined for breaching building laws.
In December, Spencer signed an enforceable undertaking with Consumer Affairs Victoria.
The agreement meant he could only take money for tiny home kits that he could deliver on time.
The business rolled on.
Spencer here, just reaching back out to see how you went. I'm just about to get my little ones out of the shower and put them to bed, but I'm doing scheduling and essentially supplier organisation this evening. Bye-bye.
In retrospect, now I know that there was no schedule. there were no deliveries going out.
David Urquhart wanted to build his teen daughter a studio to give her privacy now and a home in the future.
These days, with kids often staying at home for a lot longer, this was going to be Rosa's space for, 10 years, probably till she's in her mid-20s.
The father of 5 saw the enforceable undertaking as protection.
It certainly looks like the authorities are paying attention to these things and are listening to the complaints that have been made and sort of put him under almost under observation.
He paid more than $32,000 to My Tiny Home Kit.
My first payment was in March.
And when was that last payment that you made?
It was in May, yeah.
So it's this month?
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you something. So we've got this company record here.
This makes me nervous.
In the meantime, Spencer was moving into a new enterprise. So that's a company record that we've printed.
Right.
You can see down there that Spencer's the director.
Yes, yep.
On April 20, Spencer Porter registered a new business called At Care Now and made a website advertising NDIS services. So that's a disability services company that he's just started.
I don't have any words. What do you have? What words do you have?
So still no alarm bells are going off with Consumer Affairs or with ASICs? They're not saying, oh my goodness, another company?
That he could just start another business and it's almost like pull out of one driveway and move into the next one. It's like, I just can't understand how that's possible.
We've confirmed neither Mr. Porter nor At Care Now are registered with the NDIS Commission. My Tiny Home Kit went into liquidation less than 2 weeks after David made his final payment. Investigations are continuing. So far, there's a potential 170 creditors believed to be owed $6 million. The liquidators are seizing assets to help pay Spencer's debts. We contacted World Vision, who said they cancelled Spencer's sponsorship in November after he fell behind in payments. The Peter McCallum Foundation said Spencer Porter had made no donations to the organisation. Consumer Affairs Victoria declined to be interviewed and said it was unable to comment.
Your actions will follow that focus.
Spencer Porter did not respond to our requests for an interview or comment. He's previously rejected claims by angry customers his business is a scam.
If you think about how much money you make in an hour or a day and how hard you have to work for it, for our sanity, we're actively trying not to think about how much work that represents.
He's never going to pay our money back. We know that. What's he doing with the money? Why is he doing this and getting away with it? Why isn't somebody stopping him?